Imagine, for a moment, stepping not merely into a Roman villa, but into the softest, most guarded part of that world, a place where marble floors feel cold under your bare feet, where the scent of myrrh and rose oil clings to every fold of your robe, and where your every breath seems borrowed. Imagine you are not a senator commanding votes in the forum, nor a merchant counting coins in a bustling market, but a male concubine, chosen, trained, and kept. Your worth, measured in the gentle slope of your shoulders, the curve of your lips, and the brightness of youth that still lingers in your gaze. You do not belong to yourself. You belong to the one whose ring you see glint in lamplight, the one whose desire shapes the walls of your existence. From the moment you were brought into this life, whether born into slavery, captured in the distant provinces, or given as a precious gift, you learned that survival here is an art. Each dawn begins with ritual, your hair carefully curled, your skin rubbed with olive oil mixed with drops of imported myrrh or spikenard, until it gleams like polished marble. Your eyebrows are shaped, your nails kept clean, and your garments chosen not for comfort but for effect, soft linen chitons dyed pale to set off the color of your eyes, or silks from the east that drape your form to hint at what lies beneath. There is pain too in beauty, the sting of plucking stray hairs, the strain of standing still for long stretches while your attendants work, and the ever-present awareness that you are both canvas and commodity. To live as a male concubine is to walk through life like a sculpture come alive, never letting your posture slacken, never letting tiredness slip across your face. Your master's household is a sprawling villa with colonnaded gardens, mosaics underfoot, and rooms perfumed by burning incense. Yet even here, there are places you may go and places you may not, voices you may speak to, and voices before which you must remain silent. Your master's power shields you and binds you both at once. You dine on dishes flavored with honey and pepper, while others gnaw crusts of bread. And you learn poetry, music, and philosophy, so that your company flatters not just the senses, but the mind. In the triclinium, you sit at the edge of couches, always attentive, pouring wine, offering a verse, or simply letting your presence grace the room. You learn to read the flicker of your master's eyes when he wishes your laughter, when he wishes your silence, when he wishes your body. At night the lamps burn low, and your body becomes an offering, an unspoken contract that you must fulfill, knowing that for him the pleasure is his right, and for you, the pleasure, if it comes, is irrelevant. You do not protest, you do not withhold, for your place is to be willing, soft, and silent when words would break the illusion. And yet, you hold a strange intimacy with the man who owns you. In the quiet hours, you may see him vulnerable, speaking of fears or disappointments he shows to no other. You might see a softness in his gaze, a hand brushing yours not with desire but almost with affection. You live in this tension, part servant, part companion, part possession. Your proximity to power can bring envy, even respect, from those outside, but it also brings resentment and scorn. Roman law tolerates the keeping of concubines, even of male concubines, so long as your master remains the dominant partner. But you, the passive one, carry the mark of shame. Behind laughter at the bathhouses or at feasts, you sense it, the sneer half hidden, the whispered word senatus that clings to you like a stain. Beyond the villa walls, Rome itself is a city of noise and spectacle. Gladiators fight and bleed in the arena. Chariots race in the Circus Maximus, philosophers argue under shaded porticos, and merchants haggle over amphorae of wine and oil. Yet you watch this life from the margins, always remembering that the gold on your wrist is not yours, but your master's. Even your name may not truly be your sit, may have been given to you at purchase, chosen to suit his taste. The freedom that other men walk with, the right to choose where to go, whom to love, what words to speak without fear, of that is a distant horizon you can see but never reach. You age in this world with a kind of quiet dread. You mark time not by years but by glances, how long his gaze lingers, whether his touch comes as often, whether your laughter still draws his smile. One day you see another boy, barely into manhood, brought into the villa, his skin unmarked by age, his eyes wide with fear that has not yet hardened into caution. You recognize yourself in him, and in that recognition, you feel your place slip like sand between your fingers. Perhaps your master will grant you freedom, making you a Libertus, a freedman who might stay on as a steward, tutor, or scribe. You could live quietly, your past never quite erased but softened by time. Yet you know others who were not so fortunate, sold again, forced into brothels where the fine linens and soft words of the villa are replaced by rough blankets and coarser demands, or cast out entirely, left to beg for coins with nothing to trade but fading beauty and a memory of once being chosen. And so you live in a fragile world of illusion and display, your body both your greatest asset and your greatest vulnerability. Your days are marked by baths scented with rose petals, by silks that catch lamplight, by whispered verses of Sappho and Virgil. But beneath every gesture, every glance, lies a silent truth. Your value lasts only as long as your youth, and your freedom rests not in your hands but in the whim of another. Imagine, reader, truly imagine what it feels like to live each day knowing you are desired, yet never truly loved, adorned, yet never truly free, envied, yet silently scorned. You sleep on beds softer than those of most free men, yet you wake each morning with the same thought, that everything you are belongs first to someone else. In this life, beauty is both blessing and curse, intimacy both comfort and chain, and luxury both gift and reminder that it is never truly yours. And so you live not as yourself, but as a reflection of another's desire, an ornament kept close to power, treasured only until the moment when your youth begins to fade and the lamps burn low on a face that no longer draws the same hungry gaze. In that moment, you understand what it truly means to have lived as a male concubine in the heart of an empire built on conquest, glory, and shadows, where even the softest beauty is both worshipped and cast aside.